this could shake up the sports streaming world as it's being reported that Amazon is in talks with Diamond Sports Group about a potential partnership. Now, this is being reported by the Wall Street Journal. It says the two entities are actively involved in negotiations regarding a strategic investment and multi-year streaming partnership. Now, if a deal is made, Amazon Prime's video service will become the official streaming home for Diamond's games. Now, Diamond is a regional sports network. It filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection back in March. It's currently in court proceedings to really determine what's going to happen with that Chapter 11, whether or not it could liquidate. This deal with Amazon could potentially help them avoid a full liquidation. And it also comes as we've seen big tech, especially Amazon, really lean into sports.
When you think about the different analysts we've talked to over the last 2 years, as we've talked about Apple wanting to get into streaming, Amazon wanting to get into streaming, Google, big tech, what's the point here? It's not about necessarily earning a profit off the product, right? It's about getting your product and getting people on the flywheel, getting it in more households. This would make a ton of sense when you think about it from that perspective for Amazon. Local sports, MLB, NHL. MLB plays 162 games. Yep. NHL, 82 games. NBA, 82 games. And those are local households that if you can get the Amazon brand in front of, it's just a different pitch, right, than what you normally see from regional sports network. It's hard to make money in regional sports. That's clearly played out. It's played out in the market. But for big tech to come in and they're not necessarily looking for a profit, it would make a lot of sense to me, right? You just get Amazon in front of more households.
I mean, when I was just reading about it, this is good for Amazon and for Diamond, right? I mean, this is like a win-win situation. Look, it's a bout that went wrong, right? $9 billion contract, $8 billion in debt. Like, it just wasn't going to work out, right?
And then on top of that, you have the cord cutters. Everything going over to streaming.
And it just wasn't going to work out numbers-wise. But, you know, regional sports is good business. Like, teams like the Reds in the world, people watch those games in local markets. I think this is good for Amazon, good for Diamond to get back in there and get that coverage out there. But I got to say, it's only going to be on Prime though, right? So there's some people that like grandmas that like the Reds, whatever, like, why got to find it on Prime? So maybe they can, maybe they can't. But it's going to go somewhere, and maybe Amazon's the best place for it.
Yeah, and the market seems to like this as well too, with Amazon stock closing up nearly 3%. Sinclair Broadcasting Group, which owns Diamond Sports Group, also closing up above 2%. So we'll have to see.